Hi friends, it's Kelly, and thank you so much for joining me at Mama Needs a Goal today. Welcome back. I am going to show you 2 quick and easy recipes for the holidays that are perfect for gift giving. If you have friends, those of you that have kids back to school, for teachers, for sports coaches, or just church members that you like to gift to, these are great recipes. It's 2 ingredients for each one of these recipes. They're easy to make, very inexpensive, especially this time of the year. With the holidays coming up, there are a ton of sales. You can buy these products ahead of time. Just save them when you're ready to make it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I make the first one, and it's called peanut butter fudge. And I promise you, you're going to look at it and think, Kelly, what are you doing? But I promise you, it is so good. I got this recipe from my husband's aunt. She has been making this for years, and I tried it, and I am not a fudge eater, but I do love this particular fudge. So hopefully this will give you some ideas as gifts for the holidays, or not even gifts. You can just make it to have it for your family. And I'll also show you how, just at the end, how to wrap it up and gift wrap it to give it as a gift. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I have here a vanilla frosting, Duncan Hines. You can use any brand, it doesn't matter, store brand or whatever. This just happened to be on sale. It has to be vanilla frosting. Please do not buy the whipped, because the whipped will not work. And then I have here Peter Pan peanut butter. It's just the creamy peanut butter. This is 16.3 ounces, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be the exact, as long as you don't get the really large jars, but anywhere between the 15 to 16 ounce container. So the first thing you're going to do is take off the lid like that, and you're going to peel off the paper. Now, one of the things you need to make sure, we're going to put this in the microwave. Please make sure when you peel this off that there is no residue of the metal on there, because it will spark in the microwave. Now, it's very important that you get these prepped and ready first, because this recipe, you need to act very quickly. So I'm preparing it now. So the lid's off, the paper's off. Now I'm going to take my vanilla frosting and take the lid off of this. And again, it has that foil on it. You want to get that foil off. And I do have a little bit on the edges that I need to scrape off. It's very important that you get as much as possible off. Now, what I did is I have just a mixing bowl here and a spoon ready on the side. I took a pan, I think this is, what is this? I can't see. 8x8, it's an 8x8 glass pan, and I lined it with aluminum foil. This is going to make it very easy to get your fudge out when it's done. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I am going to have my bowl ready and waiting. I'm going to put this peanut butter in my microwave for 1 minute. 1 minute only, no more, no less. When that minute is up, we're going to take it out. You need to be careful, because the peanut butter will be melted, it will be hot, the jar will be flimsy, so you want to make sure you don't squeeze it when you pick it up, or you're going to have peanut butter spilling out and it's going to be hot in your hand. When we take it out of the microwave, we're going to pour it in the bowl immediately, and then we're going to grab our vanilla frosting, and we're going to put that in the microwave, and again, 1 minute, 1 minute only, no more, no less. These steps are extremely important that you follow this. 1 minute for each one. We're going to take it out, pour it in, and start mixing, because it will start to set almost immediately, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, put this in the microwave, and set my microwave for 1 minute. And it is going for 1 minute. Okay, we're getting down to, we got about 5 seconds left, so as soon as it goes off, I'm going to pull it out. Okay, here we go. Once you pull this out, then I'm going to pour this in the bowl. You can see how that's pouring in there. Put it out a little bit. Now, this particular brand did not melt all the way through, which is fine, because once we put the frosting in, that's going to add the heat again. Just scrape it out. Okay, like that. Empty it out. Now I'm grabbing my frosting. Left my door open, and I'm putting that in for 1 minute. And you can see here my melted peanut butter. Okay, we're down to about 5 seconds, so as soon as that comes out, we're going to pour it in. And again, this is very hot, so we need to be careful. All right. And you'll see how liquid this is. Can you see that coming out? And we're just going to pour that right in. You got to be very careful. This does get hot, hot, hot. And now I'm just going to mix this up. Just stir it until it mixes together, both the peanut butter and the frosting. And basically it just turns a little, peanut butter turns a little bit lighter. And as you all hear Opie again, I told you every video I do, she makes an appearance. Now all of a sudden it's starting to thicken up. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and pour this in my pan. Okay. And it starts to set up, like I said, pretty quickly. Like I said, it does start to set up pretty quickly, as you can see now that it's getting thicker. And now I'm just smoothing this out in my pan and getting it to the corners of the pan. Then make sure you get it in there really well. Make sure your Reynolds wrap or aluminum foil is nice and tight to the sides as best you can get it. Okay. Now I'm just going to shake it. Smooth it out as much as I can. You know how you like to get the cake as even as possible. It's kind of the same deal. I'm just smoothing that out. Okay, so now you can see how it's starting to set up a little bit. And that is it. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator for about 3 hours or so. And I'll come back later, take it out, cut it, and show you how to wrap it to give it as a gift. Alright my friends, it's much later in the day now. I just took out my peanut butter fudge and I'm going to go ahead and show you how I cut this. Okay, so this is right out of the fridge, and this is the reason why I said to go ahead and put this on Reynolds wrap. As you will see, it just lifts right out of the pan, and then you just fold it back like that. As you can see, it is so easy. And what I usually try to do is just kind of trim the edges up a little bit just to make it nice. I could have left this in a little bit longer, but I really wanted to show you all and get this for you. I just kind of trim the end. I save this because, trust me, everybody will eat it. Just kind of cut that up a little bit and make it look nice. Okay. So I go ahead and cut that down like that. Another one. Cut that down like that. Another. And one more time. These are perfect little bite size. I'll do it again on this side. Oops, kind of went crooked. Trying to show you guys. Trying to show you all, and I doing it on an angle. Sorry. Cut down like that. Another one like that. And one more time. So what I do is I buy these little boxes. You can get them at Walmart, and you can also purchase little containers at the dollar store, and you just put the boxes together like this. So put my parchment paper in there. Then I just take, oops, I got a little piece of plastic on there. And I just set my fudge down inside the box. And then, okay, let me show you what I have here. Then I just have that in there. And then go ahead and put your, and there you have it. Okay, my friends, so here it is, just on as a table setting for all your guests for Christmas. And you can again add a little tag to it, and then everyone gets a little box to take home with them. I'm going to show you how I make my 2-ingredient spice cake. All it is a box of super moist spice cake mix and some, I have Mott's, but any kind of cinnamon applesauce will do. And I use this little mini loaf pan, but you can make a regular loaf pan. You can actually make this into a cake if you like, but I like this. This is a perfect size. It's great for a little gift giving, and you add a little ornament on it, and it's a perfect little holiday gift. So I am using this little mini muffin pan. I just have a bowl to mix everything up and my measuring. Okay, my oven is heated to 350 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and open up my box cake here. Get it out. I'm going to cut it. Just dump it right in. It smells good already. And then my applesauce, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put in 2 cups of cinnamon applesauce. And friends, that is it. It is literally that simple. Then you go ahead and mix this up. You do not put any other ingredients in here. You do not follow the cake mix box and add the oil and eggs and all. It's just these 2 ingredients. Okay, just about mixed. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get my pan and push this out of the way. Actually, I find it a little bit easier sometimes just to go ahead and scoop out and put it in. Oops. Let's do this. I'll just set that on the box. Oh, the sun's coming in and hitting the countertop and right in my eyes. Hopefully it's not affecting the camera. Okay, so I'm able to get 3 loaves out of this. I'm gonna put a little bit more in here. And now I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the oven, 350 for, I'm going to put it in for 20 minutes and then I'm going to check on it. Okay, my friends, let's see if this is done now. take that out. Check it. Let's hope this is it. Oh, I think we have it. Oh, it's nice and dense. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this out. I'm gonna sit it up here on the stove for about 5 minutes, just to give it a chance to cool a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over on the wire rack that I have here. Okay, my friends, it has cooled down a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take a knife and just make sure it's loose from the sides. Looks like it is. Smells really, really good. I just had the youngest one, the older one's working today, but the youngest one just come out of his room and he yelled downstairs. He's like, "What is that smell?" And I'm thinking, "Oh Lord." And he's like, I said, "I just made some little cakes." And he said, "Man, that smells so good." So I was like, "Oh, cool." So I'm sure he'll be eating these later. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip this upside down. And whoo, they came out perfectly. Look at that. I'm just gonna turn it over. These are very heavy, very dense. Oh, look at that. That not only flipped. All right, my friends, so my bread has now cooled, or my cake. I'm not really sure what you call this, if it's a bread or a cake. I just know it's good. Now that it's cooled, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can wrap this up to give it as a gift. So let me just adjust the camera real quick and I'll show you. Okay, what I like to do first is take some plastic wrap and wrap the bread in that, just to make sure that it's nice and tight. So I'm going to lay it down face down, just wrap it. This way we're making sure it's sealed. Keep it as fresh as possible. Okay, so there we go, we have that. And then what I did is this here, excuse me, this here I bought at Walmart. It was a pack, I think, of 4, I believe. It's a little box, or a little tray-like, and it looks like a little elf outfit. And it comes with its own little plastic bag. That. So what I like to do is, instead of just having the bread sit in there like that, I just take a piece of parchment paper, and you can also do this with yeah, you can also do this with tissue paper. I just prefer parchment paper in case it does moisture seeps out. I like the parchment paper better. Just put that in there like that. Okay, so now I have that in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take this. Now, obviously, Thanksgiving, I'm assuming they sell just the solid, or maybe just Thanksgiving ones too. I haven't looked, but you could also do this for Thanksgiving as well. And if you can't find these little containers, you can just wrap the bread in tissue paper. And you can buy the saran wrap too, or not saran wrap, the plastic wrap, if you don't want to buy the kit with the little bag. And then what I usually do is just gather the bag like that. And one of the little tricks that I use is I take a rubber band and hold it when I tie the ribbon on. Just do that. It helps me keep this nice and tight when I put the ribbon on. And then do that. And then see how these sides stick out? That drives me a little crazy. Should have taped those down first. I'm going to show you a little. The tape is in my husband's office and he's on a call, so I don't want to get in. So what I usually do is take a little piece of tape, put it on the side there like that, and just tuck it under like that, and it just gives it a nice finished clean look. And then I'll do the same for this. I usually do this before I put the ribbon or tie the top up. Okay, so now I'm going to take just a little cheapy craft dollar store ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And I'm just going to wrap that around. You guys can hear Miss Opie again. It's that time of evening where people are walking their dogs, so she's looking out the window, I mean. Let me just, and you can put a little tag on here. You can get some brown craft paper, cut your own tag. You can print it off the computer and just make little name tags if you want for seating for the holidays, or just put a little gift tag on here. And I usually like just to kind of cut this down, and I just kind of make like these weird crinkly different angle cuts. That way it's not real tall, and then there you have it. And then you have a little gift. So here you go, my friends. Here's a cute little place setting that you can do for the holidays. You can just put down like a little charger and a holiday napkin in your plate, and just put that on there, and you can put the person's name on it, and then you have your seating for your meal, and they also have a little gift that they can take home with them. So this would be great for Christmas. And then I'm going to show you real quick a Thanksgiving idea. So here's a cute little Thanksgiving idea. You just have your little plates out, and then you can just have the bread wrapped in some white parchment paper, and just add a little bit of greenery, some fall berries, and put a little name tag. You put a little name tag on it, and again, you have your seating for Thanksgiving. Alright, my friends, well, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. These two recipes are very yummy, tasty recipes, and I promise your friends are going to enjoy receiving them as gifts. As I mentioned in the past, I'm not much of a baker, but I do love to give gifts that I know people are going to enjoy, and these two recipes I know is something that your friends will enjoy for sure. So thanks again for joining me, and if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and as always, hit that little bell, and that way you'll be notified every time I have a new video coming out. And if you have a recipe that you would like to share that's quick and easy, please leave it in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks, friends.